method of the sugar cane, the method of using sea solids, humates, microbes, and the Hydriva structured energized water system is basically an organic experiment. And what was the most important thing that we learned was the use of the sea solids, which was considered a dangerous experiment because the school of thought is if you use salt on the fields that you destroy the field. Well, we put 5,000 pounds per hectare of sea solids, and we did 5 hectares total. And again, this is the third year, so we're seeing that the sea solids are continuing to work. This is still an organic field, and as far as the use of no outside fertilizers and chemicals. But again, the experiment for me was to prove that we can use sea solids to remineralize our soil. I said every agricultural situation is dealing with that factor, is that is how to remineralize the soil, because when the plants uptake the nutrients, those nutrients are gone forever. Nobody's figured out how to put those nutrients back in a safe, economical way. And sea solids were thought to be dangerous. Now, they would be dangerous if you don't incorporate also the microbes and the use of energized water to accelerate the microbes. So when you combine the humates, the microbes, the sea solids, and the energized water, those 4 components together, then it allows the microbes to eat the salt and convert the salt, transmutate the salt. We don't know, but all we do know is that it doesn't harm the soil. There's still a lot of experimentation to go, but we now know that sea solids is the way back to restoring and the earth in our agricultural community, because the lack of minerals is what's causing the diseases to begin with, which is what the agrochemicals are addressing with their pesticides and herbicides and so forth. It's the mineral deficiencies that are causing the need for the agrochemicals. And if we just put back the trace minerals that have been depleted from the soil, then we can address the deficiency in a more natural, healthy way for the environment. So this is why I did the experiment here in Valdez, and I've done the experiment in different places around the world, but this is the one where I'm most excited about, because this is where they said it absolutely could not be done, and I wanted to prove them wrong. So we're going to continue our research here and further examine the use of sea solids with my Hydriva water system for structured water, but also again without the microbes. This will be a very dangerous experiment. So you have to have all the components: the microbes, the sea solids, the humates, and then the energized water to drive it all. So this is where we're at today. This is the third. It's just year 3, I believe, since we did our first experiment in this field, where we put 5,000 pounds. Now, when you say 5,000 pounds of sea solids, what I'm talking about is we literally spread the actual rock crystal throughout the field, and it just sprinkled like a little rock salt across the field. And what happens is that allowed at least 5 years of minerals, possibly longer. That's the experiment that we still have to determine, is how long these minerals are going to stay in the soil before this soil is depleted. So there's still a lot of work to be done and research to be done on seeing how this method lasts long term. But it's very much a success in proving that the way back is the remineralization, the restoration of our soil is through the remineralization with the use of sea solids. Okay, that's it.